The bent over row is a technical move which will look and feel slightly different from person to person. So here's a few technical tips to try and keep you on track. So in the starting position, take note that as you bend over to pick up the weight, the knee joint is only slightly bent, a very small amount, as much as is needed to get your hands wrapped around the weights, whether it's a dumbbell or a barbell. Notice that the majority of the bend is coming from the hip joint via a hip hinge. Next, we're going to position our knee and hip before we lift. So the knees will come slightly back to create a more vertical shin angle as the hips slightly raise and we brace our core. Before initiating the lift, let's take some time to check some boxes. So we've positioned our knee and our hips slightly elevated, and we'll know we've done this because we will feel a slight tightening of the hamstrings. Then lock that position in. We should have a small breath being contained in the lower abdomen while tensing the core to brace our spine for a stable foundation. The last thing to stabilise the trunk is to activate the lats. In order to do this, keep this rigid posture and try to drag the weight back towards your body in order to activate your lats while keeping your arms reasonably straight. Once you feel your lats are activated, everything is locked in now and you're ready for the dynamic portion of the movement, which is rowing the weights towards your abdomen. Try to pull the weight from the elbow rather than the hands. This cue is going to help minimize bicep activation and keep the focus on the mid-back muscles. Drive the elbows behind the plane of the body as far as you will go for a really nice squeeze at the top. Some coaches will desire a pause at the top to demonstrate control and reduce injury risk in beginners. However, a controlled movement throughout is sufficient. If posture breaks down mid-set, put the weights down for a second, recalibrate yourself and perform your checklist, and then jump back in to finish the set. If posture breaks down because of a fatigued muscle like the lower back, it's a case of stopping the set and allowing it to recover. Over the first few weeks, the weak link will become stronger, and that'll allow you to load more weight and really challenge the muscles involved in the dynamic part of the movement.